and the Regional Municipality of Wood Buffalo Information Officer on the update on wildfire MWF-017 for Thursday, May 16th. During this update today, we will hear from Mayor Sandy Bowman, Fire Chief Jody Butz, and Director of Emergency Management and Alberta Wildfire Information Officer Josee St-Onge. With that, let's start with Josee.
Thank you, Megan. MWF-017 is still classified as out of control at 19,820 hectares. This size reduction is due to a more accurate scan of the wildfire perimeter, which has resulted in a better assessment of the area. It does not mean that the fire is getting smaller. As of 8 a.m. today, the closest point of the fire remains about 5.5 kilometers from the Fort McMurray landfill and 4.5 kilometers from the intersection of Highway 63 and 881. The wildfire experienced some growth towards the northwest yesterday, towards the Athabasca River. The wildfire was much less active yesterday, thanks to cooler temperatures, weaker winds, and smoke cover. Some rain fell on the fire overnight, which should once again help reduce fire activity. Today, from the east are expected at 15 to 20 kilometers an hour. Rain showers are also forecasted throughout the day. This type of weather provides a good window for firefighters to make progress. Firefighters will be back on the fire line today to work on a containment line. Helicopters and air tankers will continue to drop water on the active edges of the fire. Heavy equipment operators are building fire guards to the southwest of Fort McMurray. Heavy equipment operators worked overnight on these fire guards. 3 night vision helicopters also worked overnight to drop water on the active edges of the fire. There are 172 firefighters, 22 helicopters, and 57 heavy equipment currently assigned to this wildfire. Do not get complacent because of the rain. It will take time and hard work to put out a wildfire of this size. There's still an abundance of dry forest fuels in the area, and this wildfire is still active. A fire ban and off-highway vehicle restriction are in place for the Fort McMurray forest area. Visit albertafirebans.ca for more details on these restrictions. We urge everyone to do their part to prevent new wildfires. A campfire that isn't properly extinguished today could smolder in the ground for days, flare up, and become a wildfire when the conditions are warm and windy. Please respect the restrictions that are in place. Thank you, and I will turn it over to Fire Chief Butz.
Thank you, Josee. Good morning, everyone. We continue to work with our Alberta Wildfire under unified command for the duration of this incident, and I want to just take a moment and thank all those men and women doing a tremendous job. Our preparedness and defense systems continues to be elevated in those neighborhoods, and I'm very pleased with that program. For those that live in Beacon Hill, Prairie Creek, Habasan, Grayling Terrace, we can confirm that there is no structural damage and there's no dozer operating around homes or in those neighborhoods. When you return home, your neighborhoods will look the same. All utilities, including natural gas and power, remain connected on these neighborhoods. We brought in an additional 40 RCMP members into Fort McMurray, dedicated to the security, safety, and the patrols of these evacuated neighborhoods. To date, 2,133 evacuees have registered at in-person reception centers. We know that many people in the region who are not under an evacuation order have chosen to leave Fort McMurray. It was a personal choice to leave, and I completely understand that. If you left Fort McMurray not a part of the evacuation order, you're welcome to come home and stay home. The highway is open in both directions. The traffic is flowing freely. Business and day-to-day operations continue for all parts of Fort McMurray, including those evacuated neighborhoods. Other areas remain under alert, but please know with close monitoring, and we have a high level of confidence in the safety of those areas. Some of you may be wondering if the rain in the forecast changes the date to return home for evacuated neighborhoods. At this point, that date still remains the same. It's too early to determine if this will change, but as the situation evolves, we'll continue to keep you informed. If you currently are under an evacuation order, please prepare to remain evacuated until at least Tuesday, May 21st. Only when it's safe to do so, we'll lift the evacuation order for Prairie Creek, Abbotsford, Beacon Hill, and Grayling Carrot. And with that, thank you. I'm going to pass it over to Mayor Bowman.
Thank you, Chief Butz, and good morning, everyone. I want to thank everyone joining us again today. As you heard earlier, we're very hopeful for the next 2 days and the progress that's being made right now as we work around the clock to protect the community and get people home safe as soon as possible. The next few days will be very important. And I wanted again to thank all the emergency services, emergency responders, wildfire, our regional emergency services, RCMP, ILO services, law enforcement, and all municipal staff, and everyone that's taken part in this response. We continue to be deeply appreciative of your efforts and continue to keep the community safe and getting people back home. To those that have been evacuated, I know there's stress and uncertainty. And that you want good news as soon as possible. And I completely understand that because we do too. I can assure you that any and all resources are being put towards containing this wildfire and protecting our neighborhoods. With a lot of hard work, smart decisions, by being there for each other, and with some help from the weather, I'm very hopeful that this is headed in the right direction. We also know from our experience with this region that this can be a day-to-day and even minute-to-minute process. Safety has to come first. If you've evacuated, you don't live in Prairie Creek, Beacon Hill, Abbotsford, or Grayling Terrace, it's safe to come home if you choose to. Finally, please continue to follow official sources of trusted information from Alberta Wildfire and the municipality. And to all those of you in the community that are helping by sharing this correct, credible information, thank you for doing so. This is a different wildfire and a different situation than 2016. But I do recognize a lot of the emotions we're experiencing are very much the same. Please reach out if you need someone to help or you need someone to talk to. Mental health and well-being and being there for each other are also critical during this time of emergency. As the work continues, let's stay informed, stay educated, and stay safe. We'll do everything we can to protect our community. And we'll do everything to get you home safely and as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Bowman. Thank you, Chief Butz, and thank you, Information Officer St-Onge. As a reminder, it is crucial to follow the trusted channels of information during an emergency. I'm going to plug those again, rmwb.ca, social media properties, as well as Alberta Wildfire. Visit rmwb.ca/alerts, download the Alberta Wildfire app, or visit alberta.ca. Updates will continue to be posted on our website, social media properties, and we will be back tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock with another community update. That concludes our update for this morning, and thank you.